All right, so I'm here outside the courthouse. I just saw Lil Durk's last hearing, and there was a lot of really big information that just came out. Now, I'm going to do a bunch of breakdowns of all the information, but I'm going to hit you with the craziest piece of information that came up first. I could not believe it. They brought up Wack 100 and 6ix9ine in Durk's hearing. Now, this is insane. So they were basically arguing over a certain exhibit and like whether or not it should be allowed to be used. And they pretty much said that there was a podcast clip of the 6ix9ine and Wack 100 interview that they basically wanted to use. The defense for Durk was fighting for it not to be included, and this is what's crazy. Now look, before I get attacked, before I get in any trouble, like, I'm not saying Wack 100's a snitch or that he's cooperating or that he's part of this case. Same goes for 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine's not cooperating against Durk. He's not part of the case. But the interview between Wack 100 and 6ix9ine was brought up. The feds are planning to use it as evidence. Evidence of what, you might ask? They're saying that it is evidence that this podcast where 6ix9ine was talking his shit against Durk, talking about, yeah, slide for Von. You said that dudes were going to slide. If I die, we're boosting the murder rate. Dudes are going to slide every day. All of that stuff. They're basically saying that this was evidence that this podcast blew up. It was one of the biggest aspects of the Slide for Von campaign. The feds literally just said it themselves, that 6ix9ine and Wack 100 on that podcast, that was like the all-star team of the Slide for Von campaign. They're saying that people, they were basically saying that, you know, they said that a confidential witness had claimed that Durk had seen the clip. Durk's defense were arguing, no, they hadn't said that he'd specifically been sent the clip, but he acknowledged that, you know, the clip was going around. The clip was a very popular, you know, element in the Slide for Von campaign that was going on. And they pretty much explained that, like, the confidential witness is going to testify that Durk either saw the clip or was aware of it, and that basically there was a conversation basically saying that, like, this whole 6ix9ine Wack 100 conversation was, like, very, very negative to Durk's mindset. It was a big part of why he wanted to go and slide for Von. When people are saying, you know, they talking online about slide for Von, I know they trolling me, that's what they were talking about. They're saying that this is one of the instances, this is one of the most famous and popular instances of people saying slide for Von, and it was when 6ix9ine sat down with Wack 100 talking all kinds of craziness about what Durk should or shouldn't have been doing on that podcast. It was crazy. I can't believe it. I'm going to give you more breakdowns of everything else that's going on after this, but yeah, this is out of control.